Hello, welcome back to the student StarCraft AI tournament. If you think my voice is a little bit hoarse, that may be correct, and probably is correct, because I just re-recorded this. I'll start re-recording this entire broadcast, because my recording thing crashed just the moment it crashed somewhere during the recording, but I only noted it after I was about to upload it and to stop the recording. So I'll have to do the entire thing again, and although it's a great pity because I've now already seen the games, I thought they were a pretty good set, so I'll redo them just the way they were before. So this game I got of CrazyO, and CrazyO usually sent me games which are pretty good. For the time being, a small breakdancing hullabaloo going on at the natural choke, and we've got a scout. That's pretty good. Scout versus 2 Marines, who will win? 2 Marines, 1 Scout. Looks like a promising title for today's broadcast. Oh, it's 2 Scouts and oh well, it's 2 Scouts, 1 that 0 Marines. Okay, but 1 Scout, 2 Marines, good enough. So CrazyO responding with a Goliath and breakdancing going on. Oh, there is a Dark Templar, but of course CrazyO cannot be caught that easily. Has built a turret and will also have a comsat, so that's pretty good. And now will Purple Wave continue making this silly kind of unit composition? Looks like it will not. It will build arbiters and some goons and some infrastructure. That's pretty good. And with 2 versus 1 base, although CrazyO has been untouched, CrazyO has been going for these wacky hybrid compositions with a lot of supporting units, only a few tanks and occasionally some bio mixed in as well. That it's not really the strongest, but it's being detained by this 1 Dark Templar, and these goons had better move out because they're going to be souped. Now a 3rd base might be a good idea for Purple Wave, or even a 4th and a 5th, because CrazyO is locked in and can't do anything, but Purple Wave is throwing away a lot of units, and that's never a good idea. Now CrazyO moving out, immediately smacking down some more zealots with the Vultures and the Goliaths, while the tanks rock up in the rear, more turrets being built, a command center being put down, and still no, oh here comes the 3rd, but it's the mineral only. And we've got 1 arbiter, it's patrolling the home front, must be some kind of military police arbiter that's going to inspect the probes, that please work hard for the greater cause, and I would be much better employed at the front, but I'm too lazy for that, or I've got a nice cushy job and I'm not going to bother. So CrazyO mining up the map as usual, and still units being lost. That's not good. You can see CrazyO hardly losing a thing. Army supply wise, CrazyO is at 60 versus the 40-50 of Purple Wave, and Purple Wave just keeps losing stuff, and the combat value of these units is pretty pathetic as well. CrazyO with the mineral only. Oh yes, with the mineral only, that's good. And Purple Wave hasn't really got a plan. And versus this kind of a fortified tank position with buildings in the way, with supporting units, with floaters overhead, it's you really need a better plan to just filter in units 1, 2, 3 at a time. It's not working. But Purple Wave taking the map with great gusto and bravado, should be protecting this base a little bit better, but is now doing so, and the goons are buggering off to the front once again. CrazyO's tank count's pretty low, and I'll show you that. It's only 13. Lots of supporting units, so not even half of this is in tanks, and I think that's good. And Purple Wave with completely wrong composition, lots of zealots, wasting 3 to 5 on the mine, and another one, and to a couple of tank blasts. And CrazyO doesn't really care how many bases there are if you are treating your units like this, and it would be so easy. Oh, here come the progress, but it's coming back again, and that, if you make it all the way up to here, you've basically reached the tanks, and then you retreat, and that's not the way to do things. CrazyO taking a base with gas as well, but it would have been so easy. Oh, well, did I miss that? Must have been some kind of a drop going on. Oh god, we've got 4 arbiters patrolling over here. Got Stasis, got Storm. Recall would have been a great idea. Just recall over here, Stasis something on the ramp, tear down the Terran base, and Bob's your uncle, and he'd probably tell you GG. But Purple Wave's got this macro thing going, and that's alright. Now, about even with CrazyO in supply. CrazyO's main getting low, Protoss main must be out as well, there you go. So if Protoss were to take down this base, it would be golden. But instead, it's so much more attractive to waste units on these tanks and these mines and in the retreat. I hope Purple Wave will see a decent upgrade before CIG, because although I don't know if Crazy's going to participate, it's Purple Wave's such a good bot, but versus Terrans, these bots just, they don't see a way to deal with that. And we've got a lot of tanks over here, tanks, High Templars, and a lot of tanks around. The High Templars just die for nothing, and that's not good. Where are the Arbiters? Oh, the Arbiters are somewhere else now. Where are the Arbiters? Must be somewhere. Oh, they're over here. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 Arbiters with full energy, and now they're coming in. And they are going to stasis all the tanks now that the base has been demolished. Well done, boys! That's pretty pro of you. And these Templars are getting shut down by stray vultures, and CrazyO pushing in from all directions, going straight for the natural choke, and it's still, for all the analytics these bots have, still the natural choke is the most holy objective there is. We saw it earlier, Purple Wave was hell-bent on entering CrazyO's base by means of the choke, though there were 20 tanks behind that. And we've got 20 tanks stasis over here, but no more fighting, all fighting units, so that's pretty meager. And Purple Wave can't get the show together after the stove, and that was pretty. So eventually, I think that CrazyO will break this. Yeah, there you go. Moving up the ramp, that's the main base. Being rebuilt over here, but it's still CrazyO maxed with all the units in the world. And now the entire army is moving back. CrazyO has got 2 main bases by now, for all intents and purposes. Got Ghosts, got Battle Cruisers, got upgrades coming out of the Demon Hole. That's pretty impressive. And not really building too much because it's basically maxed. And it's building turrets. And unfortunately I can't show you how many turrets there are, but there are a lot of turrets on this map. You can see them everywhere, every base, in the middle, in small clusters, or alone, in expansions. And that was the game, and CrazyO's basically got vision of the entire map right now. So, I'll check from time to time if the recorder's still running. It is, so that's great. And now I'm going to go into the next map, which is going to be IfBot, this time called LocalBot versus Brian Weber. And IfBot going to defend with one... Oh, sorry, I shouldn't. I've seen this game before, but you all haven't, so... IfBot going to defend with 1 bunker, and Brian Weber is going for a lot of Zerglings of 2 bases with 3 hatches and a very low number of drones. So, that said... IfBot moving out with a couple of Marines and a medic, and then losing the natural... Yep, there we go. And then killing all the lings on the back. So there we go again. Oh, and 2 workers being built by Brian Weber, so Brian Weber is switching out of it and going, oh, we've got a superimposed fire bat. We've got a quantum mechanical fire bat, which must be the coolest kind ever invented. LocalBot, IfBot, going for another bunker over here. It should bring some units as well, that's always a good idea, and long distance mining. And bunker is now full, so pretty safe for all these Zergling things. What's Weber doing? Weber has built 10 more workers since I last checked. One of them is standing around doing damn all. Mining gas, IfBot's got almost 2k gas, not really using it. And it's a potato-y kind of matchup. So, Zerglings versus the infantry, and the infantry then sticking its neck out too far. Oh, and again. And Brian Weber doing exactly the same. So, that's dumb. But, Zergling on fire bath action. That's always nice to see. And now the factory is producing tanks, and the tanks are doing well. And another battle, and another one, and back and forth, and low and to and fro, and dipsy dozy. They all eat oats and ivy, and they all die probably. Here come more Zerglings, and there we go. Full retreat leads to a loss of life. Third base by IfBot. Hurrah! And hooray, hurrah. One of those. And Brian Weber doing everything on 19 workers, not really overdoing it with the expansions. Will we have... oh, we've got a lair thingy, so we might have lurkers. Oh, yes, we have got lurkers. And, of course, they are in a brilliant position, and once they have morphed in that brilliant position, they move out to retreat and die over here. So, comsats going off left and right. We've got 3 of them. Oh, 2 of them by now, and we'll soon have 3. And that was that push. And now Terran's moving back for reasons. Oh dear, and this is going to be costly. That badly damaged lurker is going to roll up the entire push. Roll up all the infantry, or kill them, I should say. And we'll kill the tanks and all. And the tanks on siege. Oh dear, and that was that, as they say. Yep, nice nat one. But 4 bases now for IfBot, and Weber is more in possession of 2 lurkers, which can be pretty good, as is demonstrated here. But nothing much else over there, and that natural is so badly damaged, it's just not... we might see it fall any moment, but IfBot is going to retreat and wait for more units. Combat micro could be improved upon. Main is out, Zerg main is still full, but... dear, oh dear, oh dear. And here come the lurkers again, but right now we've got 1, 2... oh, they're all empty. 3... all 4 are bloody empty. And now these lurkers stop the next push. So that's that, as they say. What's that going to be? A barracks. Always nice to have another couple of barracks. And it's going to be a tug of war between the lurkers and the infantry and the tanks. Scans going off, lurkers dying. Yep, there we go, another lurker defending with the drones and being killed. Drones can't kill siege tanks, that's only happening in bad science fiction movies. Lots of units being killed at the hands of the lurkers and at the tentacles of the sunken colonies. But in the end, IfBot, if it will stay the course, is going to win this match at an atrocious cost of life. That's a really communist style of playing brute war. Should have played Zerg with that. But that's a good victory over Brian Weber. I say GG. Next game up is Purple Wave versus Proxy. And Proxy, of course, is the macro monster of today. It doesn't upgrade, it doesn't do tactics, it will just build stuff and attack, and it's quite effective at that. But despite its name, it's Purple Wave with the Proxy. It's a 2-gate in a mineral only of Proxy, and Purple Wave is going to send a Zealot, which is going to Zealots. Oh dear, this Sunken is not going to get built, and now the link come off the line. Kill 1 Zealot, and it's going to be pretty tight, because if Purple Wave commits to this, it will be very hard for Proxy to hold this, and the Zerglings and Sunkens will need to fight in complete accord with one another, otherwise it's going to be pretty painful. But the Zealots have gotten a little bit low, and I think the Zerglings, I said earlier that Proxy doesn't really micro well, but this is a pretty good micro. And meanwhile another Sunken gets built. The rear one is covering the front, and that's pretty good. So you can see, oh, more Zealots are coming up, but I don't think that Purple Wave, oh dear, Proxy losing a lot of Zerglings for nothing. The small engagement, losing health, and now only a half army supply. That's not good. It's got a lot of workers, but hasn't really got all that much production. So could be in danger now. And here come the Zealots. There was only 1 Hydra. And the Zealots now stick their necks in too. They're not really decided on what they're going to kill. And the Hydra is luring them in and out of range of these Sunkens. And that's painful for any Protoss to watch. Now, 3 Sunkens and Hydras should say that Zerg is now okay, but there are goons as well. Oh, and the drone is stopping the 2-gate, that's very good. And the Overlord is scouting with 2 slivers of HP left. And the Hydras are doing a little bit of the dying, but now the Hydra thing is getting a little bit out of control. Zealots haven't got anything on these Hydras anymore, and soon the goons won't have it either. And that's not going to be good, and although some Hydras are dying, the goons are dying as well, and without goons you haven't got anything on Hydras. And Protoss is being driven back. Proxy has secured its own base, and now the question is, what has Purple Wave? Purple Wave immediately throwing up some kind of, throwing up 5-6 cannons for defense, but I doubt that it's going to help very much. Proxy immediately slapping down a third base, one step further than the mineral only, perhaps for the gas, perhaps because this is still blocked, they can't really see at this point. Oh, and 3 cannons were demolished in my absence as well, and the 4th one's going, but then there are still 3 in the rear, and they are doing okay. So, tech-wise, it's going to be okay for Protoss, but Proxy is out on the map with a 3rd base is up and populated already, the 4th base is started, and these 2 gateways are finally going to be torn down. There is a Corsair Zealot thing going on, but I don't really think with all the Hydras out that's going to be all that effective. And this gateway will die. Balancing of drones, beautiful. Now the Zealots are trying to make things work, but I'd be really uneasy as a Zealot in this contained area with all these Hydras about. Now they've gotten back through the wall, or at least the Hydras stopped moving and they turn to fight. That's good. But this kind of stuff you might shut down with a couple of Dark Templars. Just send 1 to each expansion and you'd be pretty good. Oh, here's one. Why does I say it? I have seen this game before, but I forgot about the Dark Templar. I was making a comment about harassing with 1 Dark Templar. It would be pretty effective. This Dark Templar is doing beautiful work, and it doesn't look like Proxy has got any kind, hasn't got no Overlord speed, no Overlords bothering to analyze this Dark Templar thing. And you can see now Purple Wave's got a huge army. So although Proxy is in a good position, it's very vulnerable because it's got no army. It's got 12 army supply, and that's going to be all about Hydras. Look at the production tab. It's Hydras and drones and Hydras. But now Purple Wave is out on the map as well for some eco thingies and building 2 expansions at once. 1 is populated already and soon to be defended by 2 cannons at least. The Hydras can't really get their stuff together because this Dark Templar is doing so much damage. And also hindering the movement of the Zerg. That's good. Now though, these goons are pretty exposed and need to be reinforced with the High Templar. That would have been good. Is Storm ready? Storm is ready. The goons are holding strong. The Dark Templar is kicking ass. So Purple Wave is in a good position, I'd say, to take this part of the match. And although some goons die, with all the flexibility these goons have, now they're a little bit spread up, and I think it's going to cost them. But you can also see that a lot of Zerg units are dying as well. Occasional Storm, the Dark Templar swiffing about, and you can see the Zerg push is grinding to, is being run into the ground. That's a better way of putting it. It's not grinding to a hole as evaporating. And Purple Wave's got this army of nearly 40 army supply versus only 20 of Proxy, and Proxy is fighting hard. No mistake about that, but still it's 20 versus 50, and every time it's not fighting, Zerg army supply is rolling up so fast. It's got all the bases it can wish for. Purple Wave's got 4, well 3, 1 getting low, and this one's still rather full because it wasn't really as highly saturated as the Protoss bases. And now Protoss is in a bit of a bind because Zerg has got this huge production capacity, and Protoss, if it's not killing units, it's getting behind. And the question now is, where are the High Templars? Oh, the High Templars are here. They have got a lot of energy between them, but they are not really being protected by the goons as much. And there you go. Checking the recorder, still running, that's good. Lots of units dying to Storm, that's good. Good, but still Purple Wave isn't really more than doubling the enemy army supply, far from it. And all the Zealots with their upgrades, because that's another thing, Zerg hasn't nearly got any upgrades, and Zerg would fare so much. Oh, the Storms at the bridge! Oh, they tear everything to shreds. Could have another one, would have been nice. Would have saved a lot of Zealot lives. But then again, you need Zealot lives to be lost to the goons, as we all know from the cinematics of the original Brood War. Protoss is still fighting hard, has regained some kind of a double on the enemy army, but now is losing some goons as well. And Zerg, with a handful of upgrades, would be in a better position. The High Templar are refusing to cast... right as they say that, they cast a couple and demolish the Zerg army. Zerg going on... Oh, having lost the base over here. Completely missed that. And that's really what Purple Wave needs to do. It needs to cast storms, keep the High Templar together with the main army so as not to lose them to Zerglings, and then cast a couple of storms on the clouds of Hydras and on the path of Zerglings. And you can see lots and lots of storms and the cannons and the goons. Zerg is losing units at an atrocious rate. The problem though, Natural is out. Third getting low. Proxy just retaking the base that just got demolished earlier. And if we look at the production tabs of both players, it looks like this. And although Protoss appears to be doing okay, its problem is that the building time is much longer. So these Zerglings, they take a third of the time of a Zealot or a Goon. Oh no, it's not a third, more like half. So this is not really as balanced as it looks like. And these Protoss units, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. It's still sort of double, but now Zerg is winning a major conflict. Where are the High Templars? The High Templars are... Here are Zealots. Here are the High Templars. And if the High Templars are not attached to a fighting unit, it's not good at all. And now these Zerglings are going to hit the cannons. Lots of them are going to die, especially with these reinforcements rolling in. But Protoss can't really... This would be a good time. Yeah, that's some beautiful storming. Look at that. So many kills. And immediately an Archon being morphed. That's good as well, because Proxy is going for such a lot of Zerglings. It's really unreal. Army composition-wise, we've only got 80. And the Zerglings are rolling up. The Zealots have got the +3, +2 armor. +3 armor is now being started. So that's okay. Protoss is in an okay position to help win this battle, especially with this Dark Templar still kicking ass. The problem though is that the third is now out as well, and the fourth is getting low. And Zerg has got all these bases, and it's now just mining out the main and the natural. So you can see where this is going. Purple Wave has got more than double the army of Zerg, but that will not last long. You can see it happening here. One goon lost. Doesn't matter if it costs 20 Zerglings. Proxy in macro mode doesn't care about 60 Zergling. 20 Zergling was the original number. It doesn't care about 60 either. And although the Dark Templar is doing wonderful deeds of arms, it by itself cannot really stop that. And you, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, the Zerglings dying by the tens. It's really, this is really how you play Zerg. Just build units, run them into the enemy, and don't think about it. Quick, easy upgrade for Proxy would be to get some kind of upgrade thing going. Its units would be so much more effective, and it's losing so many Zerglings. Now you can see Proxy, it's no longer half the, oh, it's half the army supply again. That must have been a good storm again. It is at half the army supply of Purple Wave, but Purple Wave is out and Purple Wave is building another base, but it's only got 12 workers. Where are the workers of Purple Wave? I saw one die over here. There are some mining gas. They are now being transported to the next base, but this is one of the last workers for Purple Wave, and it's going to move right into the Zergling, so that's not good. One worker left for Purple Wave. And although it's got this base over here, the army supplies are now about equal. And the pressure is on Protoss, let me tell you that. The production tabs look like this. Protoss, no money. Zerg, lots of Zerglings. And hasn't got all that much of a gas bank, really. It's not mining as much gas as it could. Isn't mining gas at all, just from this one extractor. But right now the Protoss army is dead, and that is the GG. The recorder is still running, hallelujah. And that's really pretty. The next game is also a recommendation. It is IfBot versus Johann Kaiser. Let's see how it's going to go. Normally these bots aren't used for, or you usually don't see large sprawling macro games or brilliant play from either of them. IgJ might just do it, but I don't know. We see a handful of Zerglings, and Johann Kaiser, well, hasn't got anything. Here come the Zerglings. Here come all the SCVs off the line. Massive mining time lost. Still no Marines being built, despite there being money. And the Zerglings are fighting. They're not even being supported by any kind of rallies. We've got a Spire, that's good, but this is over. So GG, Johann Kaiser could be a little bit more aggressive. So next game up, it is a new bot. It's called Wombat, and it's from the Delft University of Technology from the Netherlands. Hello, fellow countrymen of mine. I hope you fare very well. Your opponent is going to be Marine Hell, and Marine Hell is going to build a lot of Marines like it always does. And I thought, well, let's pick an enemy which is not too overly aggressive or not too good to show us what you're all about. So, gateway, cyber core spinning must be the range. Yes, it is the range. A couple of pylons, very well done. Handful of zealots, very good. And Marine Hell is going to build a push of one base, it looks like. We'll send it over all at once. Wombat has got about half the army value. No natural yet, no superior technology thingies. Has got the... oh dear, that's good. I'm going to build the +1 armor first, and God knows why. Here come the Marines doing a lot of damage, but there are Dark Templars and there is no scam, so eventually these Marines will all die. Some buildings and some units are lost, and of course the natural nexus is lost as well. That's very unfortunate, and the Marines now move back home. Marine Hell's got the next wave ready almost, and Wombat is building a lot of units and the natural nexus again. So yeah, what are these combat units going to do? Oh, nothing, just stand around, and here come the Dark Templars again. Goons and buildings will be lost. More Dark Templars coming out of retirement or out of their comfort zones to help slash the Marines. Nothing else happening. The natural is getting constructed again. Meanwhile, lots and lots of Marines dying. Always good to see as a Terran hater. No, not a Terran hater. I like to see... I don't know. I like to see Terran units die the most. I like goons. I like blue soup. That's a nice death animation. And I like large killing fields of Zerglings, all that blood. But I really like Marines. They are so humanish and deliciously dying. I should talk to my shrink about that, if I had one. Meanwhile, I'll just go and repair my chainsaw. But then again, these units of Wombats aren't really doing anything. And Marine Hell is mining out the main. So will this push? This will probably be the last push, I don't know. Wombat has not got so many workers. It is going to build the natural again. But it will probably be destroyed by this last push of Marine Hells. Or is there going to be a last push, or will it just not reach the threshold above which it will send these Marines out? So there we go. Worker transfer, very well done. Threshold not being breached. More units being built, very well. Oh dear, a cannon. And another cannon, and the gateway, and another cannon, and another one. And at 138 supply, Wombat gives up the ghosts. And this game will probably time out, so I'm going to call... yeah, time's out. I'm going to call the GG. That was... well, welcome, Wombat, and hope we'll see some upgrades of you yet. Next game up, it's Eggbert versus Alien, and Alien Alien is one of these Zergs which can play a good macro game and has got some decent decision making and micro to back it up. Hasn't seen an update in ages, so a bit sluggish compared to the top bots. Eggbert though is trying to make things work with the integration of the game, and yeah, it's I don't know, it's so hard to get any kind of decent concept going. But it's going to be contained for now. And Alien has got 4 bases already, and by the looks of it is building a lot of infrastructure. Only 4 army supply, that's 8 Zerglings, taking the middle expansion as well. And once their Eggbert army starts rolling, that's a lot of bio with stim, with medics. Stim surely, yeah, there we go. And Alien still building infrastructure, technology, oh, and only now is building some workers. But the middle base is going to be torn to shreds. And this base has an interesting place for a base as well. The Scourge as well, the Overlord just makes it out there alive. This Overlord is going to be very lucky as well. But this army you cannot stop. Oh, there was 20 army supply now somewhere. Oh, and the Lurk is right in the nick of time. We've got 1 comsat, only 1, because there is no natural. Oh dear, that Lurk is nearly dead. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. It was a good push for Terran really, but you can't really... You need to do something about the Lurkers. So, now, it's a 1 base versus 4 base. Oh, hello, Great Aspire, Ultra Cavern. Oh, and the Ultras are coming up as well. So, this Medic Marine thing will be shut down pretty effectively. And then everyone will make its way up to here. Probably workers being transferred to somewhere. And here comes the hammer with the Ultras and the Lurkers. The bio of Eggbert is doing what it can, but these Ultras are just too tough. Oh, 1 dies, that's a pity for Zerg. Good for Terran, but the Lurker just tears everything apart. And here come, I suppose, more Ultras. 4 in production, 6 in production. 7, 8, 9, 10 Ultras in production. The first are ready now, and the Terran base looks like this. Oh dear, how sad, never mind. So, Eggbert, nice try, but you need more than 1 base to stop this number of Ultras. And Alien just going to macro and wait for the GG. Recorder is still running, that's pretty good. And let's have a look at the upgraded Banana Brain. Banana Brain working hard. I cast the game versus the Cutest last week, which was pretty impressive, but Cutest won by virtue of the Dragoons. And now KillerBot will be the opponent, which is pretty good, so Banana Brain had better bring the A game to try and stop that. Banana Brain now building a couple of Zealots, which are moving out. Sorry, slow down just a notch. But by now there are 3 sunken, 2 sunken and a handful of Zerglings. The 3 Zealots die at the cost of 2/3 of the hit points of this 1 sunken. The next Zealot's going to fall as well, and now KillerBot has got 6 Zerglings. Banana Brain has got some more Zealots ready, and KillerBot is going for a lair and more workers. That's crazy. Should build some units to put pressure on the enemy, but that's a very, very wacky... Is that going to be a Spire? It's a wacky build order as things go. And Banana Brain is rolling right back into the game. Oh, with a Corsair. 2 Corsairs already. And now KillerBot is supply blocked badly. These Corsairs will find Overlords, kill them. This one's safe, miraculously 4 Overlords being built. That's good, but they also are being killed, and this one's going to die, that one's going to die, this one is being found, and now KillerBot needs as many Overlords as he can lay his hands on. The ground army of Banana Brain is not strong enough, but the problem is with the supply block situation as it is, there is nothing that Killerbot can do until it gets its Overlord's numbers up again. It's only 3 Hydras, and the Hydras are not protecting the Overlords. That is not good at all. There is an Overlord. There are 2 Overlords here. The Corsairs didn't scout that yet, so that's... oh, have found it now. Or at least one of the Overlords. And the Natural is overrun. So Banana Brain doing okay with the 3rd base up and running. Not too much tech, but these Corsairs are so effective versus Zerg. And there you go, here come the Dark Templars. Nice build order by Banana Brain versus Zerg. Kill all the Overlords, and if you need some kind of a mechanism to detect whether or not you've killed all the Overlords, but this is the GG, and Banana Brain macroing pretty well. So I say, well done, sir or madam. Last game is a recommendation. It's Purple Spirit versus Roman Danielis. And Roman Danielis is a Protoss bot from 2013, which was at one point deactivated, and I thought I didn't know yet then. And so I asked Michael, who's running this to... oh, sorry, I should... the battle, of course, is also very important. We've got this bunker, and the Zealots are not coming through. Or they're coming through, but not making any kind of definite break, because the SCVs repair it all. So I asked Michael, well, let's reactivate all these old bots and see what they can do. There were a hell of a lot of 4-poolers in there, I can tell you that, and all kinds of broken stuff going on. But Roman Danielis was one of them, and I saw a game, and I saw it cast a Disruption Web, and I thought, well, what the bloody hell is this? It's so old, and when I look closer, it can use every spell in the Protoss arsenal, and in that it is unique. It's still the only bot which uses Disruption Web, and I've seen it use Dark Archons and all. It's really something. So if I get this game recommended, I think we are going to see something special. Purple Spirit is going to build a little bit of a hybrid thing. A couple of turrets doing okay, and you can see here why Roman Danielis is old. It's not really expanding as well as it could, and now Purple Spirit is moving out. Purple Spirit's moving out and killing some workers, but here comes the army of Roman, and Roman is kicking back all the Zealots, getting a little bit lucky with the mines there, but we've got to have this luck versus these nasty Terrans with their tanks and their mines. The 3rd is sort of up and running, more vultures. Okay, no worker transfer. Vultures being killed. Here come the tanks, and that's going to be the big... oh, the goons are being souped to a man. Or a woman, depending on what kind of... or intersexed, whatever is in that cocoon tank thingy. So, all the goons are blue suit. That was what I wanted to say. The 3rd is overrun. And... this game will be over soon, surely. Here come the goons again, and if I'm not very much mistaken, 1 tank goes down for 10 goons. That's a fight you can always take. This base is okay. The 3rd raided again, and the raiders are being smacked down. The problem is that the main's getting low, the Natural is contained, and the 3rd is being repopulated by worker transfer and more blue soup. So these tanks are going to be the doom. Oh, there is a Dark Templar in there. That we got a scan. No, not really. Oh, yes, we do. But the tank numbers have been depleted somewhat. But by now there are so many comsats that you could scan for quite a long time. And with this, there will be a science vessel soon too. If there isn't, is there one? No, not yet, but there might be one any moment. So, standoff. The tanks have been beaten back, and Spirit is going to sit at home, macro up an army, while Roman is doing the same, but Roman is again losing this area. Oh, we've got... oh, that's pretty pro. We've got an Archon, and we've got a Reaver, but still it's the tanks which are winning the games for Terran. Oh, we've got a Vulture over here. That's not going to do Protoss a lot of good either. So there you go, and be careful, Mr. Reaver. Be careful, Mr. Dark Templar. Must have feedback that poor sound vessel. But everything is dying left, right and center. Protoss is having a hard time, and that's mainly because there still is no Protoss which has got a decent way to tackle siege tanks. All the supporting units, as you can see, are dead. Dark Templar doing work every once in a while. But the siege tank is still not understood. Oh dear, that should be repaired. The siege tank is not really understood by brutal AIs, and that makes it very difficult to counter Terrans. Terrans can do it the best, I think, but they're just going to play chess with a lot of siege tanks and long siege lines and things like that. But now the third is the only thing that's holding Roman in the game. Here come more DTs, but they are being shut down by the tanks. And the Wraith, of course, being chased back by the one goon that is left. Oh, and the science vessel got out of the sky. Here come the tanks. More Dark Templar, but now it is over. And of course more Dark Templar will be built, but with a vessel overhead and so many scanners, it's being rebuilt. That's good. It must have burned down while I wasn't watching. Purple Spirit is in the saddle and going to take this game. So if this third dies, I will call the GG and hop into the last game of today. Yeah, there you go. So last game of today is Banana Brain, oh no, versus Cutest. Yeah, still. And is the recorder still running? Yes, it is. It was really a nasty surprise. I need to show you the ELO rating. We have got CrazyO at more than 100 points above Cutest, then Iron, then Purple Wave, and then Kilobot. But Banana Brain is rolling up. It was down to about 15 earlier, but there it is. Cherry Pie doing well, TSMU Random, Steamhammer, Proxy climbing the ladder as well. Sorry, a reset. And here Protoss, Microwave, Bereaver, Antigua, and the rest of the pack. So while tanks are still pretty much invulnerable if they got any kind of decent positioning and macro, I thought, well, let's show you the game between Banana Brain and the Cutest, and here it is. Last game of today, Banana Brain as the white Protoss in the right top and as the blue Protoss in the right bottom. It is Cutest. Cutest going for 2 Zealots and a Goon. Banana Brain going for lots of Zealots, but they are not really able to exit the base. I don't know if that's intentional or not, but it looks like that these 3 are guarding the ramp, and now they are moving out. But by now there are goons out there already, and goons, I think they've got the range as well. The Zealots will have got leg speed, nearly done. But meanwhile, lots of Zealots are being lost, and the goons can micro. The problem is when goons get caught, they will die, because the Zealots are quite strong and do a lot of damage to goons. And you can see every time a goon gets stuck, it will get killed, and the Cutest is getting escorted back home to the ramparts of its main. These 2 goons, no, this one will be caught as well. And although the main body is in an okay position, a large number of goons have been cut down at the hands of the Zealots. No natural yet for Banana Brain. So the question is, what's Banana Brain going to do? Will Banana Brain be able to keep the pressure on? But now the Cutest has got the goon advantage. And the Zealot will die. So Banana Brain is in for a little bit of trouble, especially since the natural of the Cutest is up and running. And here we go. The goons of the Cutest are being hampered by these Zealots, and that makes it possible for the goons in the rear, the goons of Banana Brains, to get a lot of shots in. And now it's a T versus the stick of the T. Oh, and the goons of Banana Brain retire. And now the Cutest is moving up, going to kill this one goon, I believe. Yes, there it goes. Army-wise, the Cutest ahead with the natural intact. It's just the composition with that extra Zealot that's keeping Banana in this game right now. The next Zealot is there, but the Banana Brain's retreating. is holding up with the army supply for some reason. It's doing okay in the goon battle. The composition with the occasional zealot thrown in at this point is superior, and Cutest can't really get its lineup right, and is so losing a lot of units for free. And here comes another couple of zealots, and that's going to be costly for Cutest, but Cutest has got the third starter, has got the natural started, and the Banana Brain hasn't even got the natural up and running. Worker-wise, Cutest is a little bit down. If it had more workers, it would have a better eco, but again is killing some goons with the help of this superior composition with the zealots. Oh, and this goon went offline and like a science vessel, but then on the ground. So immediately Banana Brain moving out, taking the natural because somehow it knows that it will need that extra base. And Cutest will have its third operational earlier. Cutest has already gotten a little bit of a worker lead. But the real problem for Cutest is that it's relying on goons so much. It's got the +1 ready, and Banana Brain hasn't. But Banana Brain, with these few zealots, is fighting a very superior fight versus these pure goon armies. And it's losing the zealots, but then the goons come in and they do a lot of damage versus these retreating goons. And you can see, even in this little while, Banana Brain is just doing a lot of damage. And every time the zealots hit the goon lines, the goons retreat, and these goons, they grow catatonic. They are not shooting anymore. And now Banana Brain is in the saddle. It's pushing back Cutest again, and Cutest has got the high ground, so it might be able to hold. But immediately Banana Brain is firing the Nexus down. It's targeting it. Oh, that is beautiful, and killing some workers as well. So Banana Brain not doing too badly. Cutest though macroing like a champion, and if it can hold the ramp, it's not so bad that it lost the natural. But Banana Brain is a force of nature. This engagement with the zealots and the goons pretty good. Now building some upgrades of its own. So Banana Brain really a bit more thoughtful, a bit more cautious, but then when it moves out, it's clobbering the number 2 Protoss of this moment, and that explains why Banana Brain is climbing the ladder as well. And that is very nice to see. And now Cutest, where is it going to get an army from? It's got 2-3 army supply. Oh, 6. Oh, hello. It's got a lot of income, but it's all here. It's all here, and I would say build a couple of Dark Templars, try to make something work with those, or High Templars, or anything. Banana Brain's army, 3rd operational. Hello there. Nice protective cannons at the natural. Have you got anything in the main? No, we haven't. Main is getting low though, and so does Cutest's brain base. But Cutest has got these 3 other expansions, and Banana Brain only starting its 3rd new expansion now. The main though of Cutest is in tatters. Banana Brain has just won the ramp. If this pylon dies, more goons will be able to enter. He's got these observers with it to help with the vision, and now Banana Brain is in the base, immediately targeting the technology, and that is so pro. It's so good at prioritizing. It focused that natural nexus down so well. That was really beautiful to see. Not getting its units mixed up in with the pathing between the workers, and now Banana Brain is in the saddle. Is there any kind of a restart coming up from Cutest? Yes, there is, but the workers are being stormed over here. New technology over there is being shot to pieces. Movement on the ramps for Banana Brain could be improved upon, but if you do this to the number 2 bot of the moment, that is clearly not going to work. Banana Brain is going to win, and if the recorder is still walking, I will, in one fell stroke, reach the end of this recording, and hopefully it will be good. So, there we go. Storms going off left, right and center. Banana Brain maxed with 70 workers. That's the GG. Lots of technology. Well done. We'll be watching this, and of course in 2 days the deadline for CIG will be, and then we'll see who is going to compete over there. So for now, I thank everyone who has submitted a replay, and especially everyone who has coded one of these beautiful bots. I so like to watch them. I hope so do you. We'll be back again next week with the full lineup of CIG, of course. and with all the things which are happening around server. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.